Hello viewers and my dear students concerning this faculty. Today we shall discuss the last chapter of POSCO Act 2012, that is section 9, and which includes miscellaneous things. Only headline is miscellaneous. In Hindi it is called Vividh. Miscellaneous, as its name suggests, is nothing but the conclusion of the act which has been proceeded in previous classes. Today we shall see and we shall study about different sections regarding different topics regarding the protection of a child, protection of children from the offences as well as from taking carelessness and something unawares. That means we have to see that every care attention are taken during and between the proceeding of the cases, and behavior with the child is also very vital. And so not only local police and juvenile police, but National Commission as well as a state commission are also there to watch, to see how proceedings are being done, and children are protected very carefully and they are treated as well as in a good way. In Hindi it is very clear that दिस सेक्शन यह सेक्शन जो है, जो चैप्टर 9 में इंक्लूड किया गया है, वह है सेक्शन 39 से लेकर 46, एंड 46 इज द एंड ऑफ दिस सेक्शंस ऑफ पोस्को एक्ट 2012. Some amendment and change and addition have been done in 2013 and 2018 also. So after passing of this act in 2012, two additions were made in 13 and 2018 respectively, as we see one by one. Now let us see section 39. This is not a new thing and a stranger before you, because so many times in last lectures and classes you have seen these all things which might have you remembered. आपने जो आज पढ़ेंगे उसको पहले प्रोसीडिंग में आप देख चुके हैं. जैसे पहले मैंने पढ़ाया था कि अगर उनके पेरेंट्स जो एग्रीड चिल्ड्रेन है या अन्य जो रिलेटिव है उनके या गार्जियन है, वे चाहें तो लीगल प्रैक्टिशनर या एडवोकेट जो उनको अच्छा लगे उनसे राय विचार ले सकते हैं. उसके लिए गाइडेंस ऑलरेडी दिया जाता है और इसमें प्रोविज़न है, ये पहले पढ़ चुके हैं. लेकिन यह जो चैप्टर है 9, वह विविध या मिसलेनियस से रिलेटेड है, और सेक्शन 39 इस बात को क्लियर करता है, गाइडलाइंस टू द चिल्ड्रेन टू टेक द असिस्टेंस ऑफ एक्सपर्ट. दिस इज section 39. Chapter 9, Miscellaneous. In Hindi it is called Vivid. Section 39, Guidance for child to take assistance from expert. This is headline, means this is title of this section, which expresses that who is expert. Question arises. In this regard, expert may be in terms of legal advisor or advocate or legal professional, but in case of disease, in case of disabled person, children, who is expert? Means who knows the psychology, he has knowledge of psychology, he may be social worker, he may be related with social work, he must be in case of information of interpreter. Suppose child does not know how to talk with others, so that his language must be clear to the person who is hearing, either court or expert or advocate. So, if there is an interpretation, there is a necessity of interpretation, an interpreter or someone other in legal practitioner, so what will happen? He has to take the help of the expert. These are called the expert. The person who knows the psychology. What is the need of psychology here? Means who is suffering from mental disease, who has no physical assistant with him. In that case, a help of that expert must be there, so that the guideline is that the government or central government or the state government, as the case may be, has or have the privilege to give the guideline to the children indirectly or directly, so that he may not give or may not receive any kind of difficulties in proceeding of the case. So, section 39 deals with this headline. In Hindi it is called बच्चे को किसी विशेषज्ञ की सहायता लेने का निर्देश. This is in Hindi. Similarly, section 40 deals with right to take assistance of legal professionals or any other legal advisor with the consent of his or her parents or guardian, as the case may be. So here we see assistance from expert, and here we see assistance from professional or advisor with the consent of the parents and guardian. So in both cases, either in case of proceeding or in concern with legal assistance, he can take the help of legal professional. As we earlier discussed about that, if a disabled person or the person who is not incompetent to have a advocate, in that case the government as well as legal services authority has been authorized to give him a suitable advocate so that he is not competent to take assistance of any advocate or legal professional on his own cost because he is incompetent. So this section 40 he also gives the right to take the assistance of legal professional as well as any other legal practitioner or advocate for the terms of the proceeding. Now, section 41. Section 41 may be taken from CRPC also, which deals in section 301 that a person or guardian of the child can take the help of legal practitioner. This is all about your taking the right to take the assistance of legal professional or legal assistance. Now section 41, this deals with provisions of section 3 to section 13 of this Act not applicable in certain cases. दिस इज वेरी भेग। एक तरफ आप कहते हैं कि पॉस्को एक्ट जो है वह ये सेक्शन 3 से लेकर 13 जो पढ़ा आपने वह लागू होगा ही। फिर इसमें मिसलेनियस में आप कह रहे हैं कि सेक्शन 3 से 13 तक कुछ ऐसे प्रोविजंस हैं जो इसमें अप्लाई नहीं करेगा। क्या बोल रहे हैं? एक बार अप्लाई करेगा, एक बार नहीं करेगा। इसका मतलब है द चेंज ऑफ सर्कमस्टांसेज, परिस्थिति में बदलाव होने के कारण इफ ए चाइल्ड is or are being examined by medical or there is a medical treatment going underway. This is the circumstance or condition that if a child is under medical examination or he is being treated medically, in that case section 3, 5, 7, 10, 13 shall not apply to the children in this case. This is all about your section 41. Now let us section 42. Section 42, this is alternative punishment. In Hindi, वैकल्पिक सजा या दंड. Dand. What is meaning thereby? It is very clear. As we know from IPC that in IPC there is a provision of sexual offences which are being done or which were being done in past years, and before 2012 there was only provision of IPC, and that IPC gives so many sections regarding sexual offences, and I think in IPC the section 166A, 354, 354A, 344B and 354D and 370, 70A and 376A2, 370E, in which 370DA and 376DB are also included. Except these sections, Postcode has section 3 to 13 which is very vital regarding POSCO Act, and this is your IPC. And by the way, before the court, two acts adhiniyam comes together, and punishment which is given by the court in these sections also or in this section also. Then which one will stand? Question is that. So miscellaneous chapter section 42 has made alternative arrangement for the punishment, and it says that where both acts are there, then the court has alternative way to give the punishment, and it is nothing but very simple that which one is greater punishment. सपोज मान लीजिए कि इसमें किसी को उम्र कैद हो गया है, इसमें किसी को उम्र कैद में 10 इयर्स उसको रिग्रेस पनिशमेंट है, तो आजीवन कारावास जो होगा वह ग्रेटर देन 10 इयर्स, तो उसको क्या सज़ा मिलेगा? आजीवन कारावास, लाइफ इम्प्रिजमेंट. दिस इज called alternative punishment, which has been made in section 42. Now, there is addition of section 42A, which says that act not to derogation of any other law. इसका अर्थ है कि यह अधिनियम या धारा किसी अन्य कानून का विरोधी नहीं. डेरोगेशन का कई अर्थ होता है. विरोधी नहीं हमने लिखा, इसमें किसी को नीचा दिखाना, उसको मिटा देना, उसको समाप्त कर देना, अपने ऊपर चलाना, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. आप शायद आप में से बहुत लोग ये जानते होंगे एक शब्द सेव, SAVE. सेव का अर्थ जो हम लोग हिंदी में अभी तक जानते हैं वह है कि बचाना. बचाना क्या बचाना? हम लोग पैसा सेव करते हैं, बचाना. लेकिन यहाँ सेव जो लॉ में आता है उसको कहते हैं व्यावृत्ति. जितने भी कानून आप पढ़ते हैं, आप देखा होगा उसमें इंटरप्रिटेशन क्लॉज एक होता है. शुरू में सेक्शन 2 में, कभी 3 में, कभी 1 में या कहीं अन्य. 1 में तो नहीं दिया जाता है, उसमें तो टाइटल, शॉर्ट टाइटल, ये सब इत्यादि दिया जाता है. उसमें सेव रहता है, वो कहता है व्यावृत्ति का अर्थ यह है कि यह कानून जो बना है या लागू होगा या लागू हुआ है, वह किसी अन्य विधि को या कानून जो बने हुए हैं उसको कभी इंटरवेन नहीं करेंगे, कोई विरोध नहीं करते हैं और ना उनसे कोई वास्ता रखता है, ये अपना इंडिपेंडेंट। तो यही सेक्शन 42A ये कहता है मिसलेनियस में कि यह अधिनियम या धारा किसी अन्य विधि जो बने हुए हैं उनका कोई विरोध ही नहीं करता है। एज फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हमने आपके सामने 166A की बात की या 354 की बात की या 376 की बात की, उसमें भी डिफरेंट। पहले शुरू में जब आईपीसी बना तो 376 था, शुरू में 354 था, लेकिन जब यह परिस्थिति और समय धीरे धीरे परिवर्तन हुआ तो उसमें सेक्शंस ABCDEFG करके बढ़ाया चला गया और उसमें आज सेक्शन 370E लिखना पड़ता है या 354D लिखना पड़ता है या 166 या 166A लिखना पड़ता है, क्योंकि लॉ फ्रेमर को ये लगता है कि परिस्थिति के अनुसार इसमें कुछ कमी है, उसमें अमेंडमेंट करके बात आगे बढ़ाता है। इसलिए ये 42 लिखकर फ्रेमर को ये लगा कि नहीं, इसमें लिख दिया जाना चाहिए। दैट मीन्स द वर्ड सेव हैज़ नॉट बीन गिवन इन पोस्को एक्ट separately. That's why this section 42 in miscellaneous chapter has been included. This is all about your section 42A. Now section 43. Section 43 Public awareness about Act. इस कानून को लोक हित में जागृत करना। मतलब आजकल विधिक सहायता और विधिक सर्विसेज का बोलबाला हो गया है और ये बात PN भगवती ने बहुत पहले आपको एविडेंस के लिए लाया था और आज सभी को जानते हैं कि पंचायती राज हो या बंटवारा की बात होती है या सक्सेशन एक्ट की बात होती है, ये सारी बातें आजकल छोटे छोटे पंपलेट में या हाट बाज़ार पेठियाँ पर इसको वितरित करके लोगों को भीड़ लगाकर डुगी बजाकर या प्रिंट मीडिया के सहायता से या फिर टेलीविज़न पर लोगों को सचेत किया जाता है, लोगों को जागृत किया जाता है कि यह अधिनियम क्या है, आपको कहाँ तक कैसे मदद कर सकता है, यह करना चाहिए। ये कौन करता है, कौन कर सकता है? तो दिस इज नॉट ओनली द कोर्ट बट द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट और द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ऑल्सो हैज़ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी to make the awareness to the public in order to give them knowledge of the POSCO Act so that they may be live carefully and they don't have any practice of sexual offenses. So, to make the public aware, the responsibility of government is there, and government and authority who is concerned has or have a responsibility to make the public aware. This is section 43. Now, section 44. What is this? This is monitoring of implementation of Act. इस अधिनियम को लागू करवाने में निगरानी। So, this is the central government or state government which has responsibility to make rule or regulation or act. By making some rules or regulation, but whether such act or regulation or act or rules are being implemented in the country regularly or carefully or with all respect, it is the responsibility of central government to see, to watch the proceeding, watch the things carefully, and this is all about your section 44. And now not only this, central government under section 3 of Child Rights Protection Act 2005 and state government under section 17 of Child Rights Protection Act 2005 have been given the responsibility and right both to make such thing for monitoring of implementation of the Act. Now, here both central and state government has to form National Commission and State Commission to take this responsibility for the monitoring of implementation of the Act. So, these two provisions are made to remain the Commission vigilant so that the implementation of the Act is being done. Now, the section 45. Section 45 says the power to make rules. Now, it is very simple. Which government and which authority will make the rule or rules? Only the central government, because these are statutory law, not the delegated law or legislation. So, if the question of legislation is there, only central government has been authorized to show, because central government has to bring such rules and regulations before Parliament. If the session is going on, then the government or central government has to keep the act or amended act, as the case may be, before the session of the Parliament, so that discussion may have there, or any session is given by any members or Parliament, then some amendments are also made. So, here is the case with the rules or power to make the rules. Now, so many things you have read before this lecture, that if disabled person, if the person incompetent who has no competency to take the help of legal professionals, in this regard the government or the court has to make the arrangement, so that without an advocate of the incompetent person, proceedings shall not be held or run. So, some legal services has been made under this, and rules are also made by the central government, so that the charges of interpreter, charges of expert, charges of legal expert are given as a remuneration. Now, some stages or somewhere, some compensation is also become the question of that case. In that case, the government has to give the compensation to the child or aggrieved child. So, to make the such things easy, the power of regarding this compensation and care and protection of child is also come under the rules, and that rules and these rules are made by the central government. अर्थात जब कभी भी रूल की बात करते हैं तो रूल केवल प्रोसीडिंग की नहीं होती, रूल तो ऑलरेडी प्रोसीडिंग प्रोविजन एक्ट में है, लेकिन सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को इम्प्लीमेंटेशन मॉनिटरिंग जब करता है तो इसके लिए उसे निश्चित रूप से कंपनसेशन की बात आती है, प्रोटेक्शन और केयर ऑफ द चाइल्ड की बात आती है, या लीगल प्रैक्टिशनर या एक्सपर्ट या इंटरप्रेटर जो होते हैं उसको, या मीडिया में जाने के लिए, अवेयरनेस लाने के लिए जो खर्च पड़ते हैं सब, उसके लिए भी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को रूल बनाने पड़ते हैं जो कि सेक्शन 45 डील करता है और यही सेक्शन 45 में है। अब आगे चलते हैं लास्ट सेक्शन 46। दिस इज वेरी सिंपल। पावर टू remove difficulties। बाधाएं को दूर करने की शक्ति। अब कौन सा बाधा आ सकता है? नाउ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट it feels necessary and sufficient and expedient that some difficulties are inconsistent with this provision in the court with the child. That may be some difficulty regarding care and protection, some compensation and some assistance taken or to take the assistance of some expert. In that regard, the difficulty comes before the government or central government, then without making any hesitation, if it is necessary and expedient that the difficulty must be sorted out by the government, then central government take the step and remove the difficulty if any comes before the central government. Now this is all about your chapter 9 and section 46. Thank you.